Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bible Show. Today, I'm going to be sharing some updated cognitive origin definitions. Um, I'm not sure where my mentor is on this, Mr. C.S. Joseph, but I believe I think these are the most up-to-date cognitive origin definitions um, that I came about to recently. So, yeah, the 8 cognitive origins, which is things in life um, that we really strongly chase and seek after, things in life that our soul seek after. And these are the 8 right here. So we have exploration, happiness, forgiveness, accuracy, accomplishments, and and bonds and reputation. And wait, one, two, three, four, five. Oops, forgot respect. So these are 8 things in life that our soul desires very strongly. Depending on if you're a certain personality type, you value one of those origins more. And we have a total of 16 personality types. Um, for each cognitive origin, 2 personality types share the cognitive origin. They strive after that certain desire, that certain item with all their heart. And for the most part, dictates sort of how people's lives play out and how sort of the world interacts with each other. It's one aspect. It's not the whole story, but it is one aspect. Yeah. So so the old ones for exploration, it's discovery, or they also encompass. It's like um, they're not old. They can still be used as well, but they're not old. They're just the framework behind it. But um, these is more so some are definitions that really encompass like what the origins are about. So exploration is derived from discovery. Um, derived from discovery, happiness is derived from satisfaction. Satisfaction. Forgiveness is derived from justification. Accuracy is derived from validation. Accomplishments is derived from achievements. Respect is derived from reverence. Bonds is derived from connection. And reputation is derived from authority. So how I came about these newer or updated definitions or updated descriptions is sort of just really by just just trying to get a gist of like what each cognitive origin is about. And I'll sort of break down from sort of the fundamentals, the cognitive origins that we know, um, the cognitive origins, 8 cognitive origins that we know, and sort of how I came up with some new descriptions. So for authority is basically all about reputation. It's basically what authority is all about, just building a good reputation for yourself. Well, a good reputation is nuanced. It depends on how you want the world to view you. And this is where it's like an ESTJ. Um, I hear this a lot from ESTJs. Like whenever they're at work, you ask them about their job, and they'll always tell you they're living the dream. And that's just building a good reputation that you're someone that loves your job and you're a real solid guy. And reputation is it's super important in life. In the Bible, in Proverbs, it says that a good name is more precious than rubies, which is it's pretty accurate because reputation is it's very hard to cultivate. It's so easy to fall, and so just that aspect of it makes it just more you know, like more difficult to handle than a ruby. And scarcity wise, I guess you only get one reputation at a time for well depending on who you interact with, but definitely INFPs with their blackmail, INFPs with their smoke and mirrors, just everything. Authority is basically all about building a good reputation. So having this understanding of authority, you can sort of have a clear understanding of why INFPs and ESTJs act the way they do. Um, why so many ESTJ guys out there, they have a Jeep Wrangler. Really relying on sort of well entrusted American brands or established authority to really build their own reputation. Like so many ESTJ guys with the Jeep Wrangler, and people with ESTJs in their soul. Like maybe you're an ISFP, so you have ESTJ authority. Um, a lot of people have Jeep Wranglers. It's a nice car, and it's a nice looking car, and it really is. It's been around for a while since like even before World War II. I think I should know that better, but yeah, definitely. Really managing reputation is very. I think it gives. This is what gives authority types their satisfaction and purpose in life, because that's their clouded fortune. For the rest of us, it's sort of something that we can seek to um, polish or improve, or seek to understand or recognize better. And yeah, myself, I think this is my demon origin. So it's pretty. I have I have strong awareness of this origin. So that's sort of where half my understanding comes from. But it's not a priority. Like, and for certain types, it's not a priority if it's not like a high function. But if there comes a time when someone needs to really develop their reputation, or really fix the reputation, or really go after someone's reputation, this is where authority plays a part. And the extension of that, what is the perfection of authority? And, or excuse me, what is the perfection reputation? And to me, that is strength. I think really, like is strength in relation to reputation can mean many things. This can mean strength of character. Oftentimes, people that have really strong characters or strong souls, they always come out clean as a whistle, whatever they go through. For example, President Trump. The media has said a lot of biased things about him, but a lot of true things about him. A lot of things from his past that they've dug up. But he's a really strong guy mentally. So he just takes everything on the chin, and it's like, okay, I know who I am, and I think definitely that's the best way. Excuse me, not just the best way, but it's sort of a natural way to come. So it's sort of derived from people's souls. Usually, um, the more righteous someone is, usually the stronger they are, and it really, we all fall, we all make mistakes as people, but I guess having the strength to not repeat those mistakes. I think the stronger the person is, the less they repeat mistakes, and the stronger a person is, the more substance they have to back back up their morals, back up their beliefs, the easier it is to build a reputation. So some people are just born with good character. Good character comes with strength, so it's really easy to build a reputation. But sometimes people with really strong character can falter, um, and that can really damage their reputation. But strength, just really strength of character, being strong and firm in just certain situations um, can always maintain someone a solid reputation for the whole life, as being a strong person. And strength also ties into reputation with strength of evidence, just like, I guess, sort of what law enforcement is built on, strong evidence, or strong enough evidence to get the job done. And it goes both ways for defendant and prosecutor. I guess for the American legal system, I think how the country is sort of have a lot of corruption, so maybe the defendant's case is never heard. Maybe the prosecutors, um, the people after the prosecutors, the prosecuting side. So, but strength, that's sort of the perfection or reputation. And they have bonds or connection. Connection is all about being intimate with someone, like your souls are intimate. It doesn't have to be intimacy, but that sort of intimacy can also build a bond. But I'm not the strongest, actually. And that actually builds a pretty solid bond. But bonds is sort of connection is really all about bonds, like really getting close to someone, getting to know someone. It's hard to say like you have a real connection with someone if you guys don't have like some sort of like you guys don't know each other both decently or half well. And it definitely, I think there's limits. I think with connection types, it's sort of their lifeline, their purpose, their satisfaction. But for others, it's sort of I think there's definitely some joy every now and then when you build a strong bond with someone. But it's really good to I think building a bond with someone. It's good to sort of it's really good to get to know like the nurture side of people, like maybe where someone grew up, where someone's parents came from. So it's a really good way to understand someone's nurture. But nature, you can usually always tell if you're practiced or skilled enough. And the perfection of bonds is honesty. To me, it's honesty. Um, yes, like EST, like ESTPs and INFJs can be like INFJs are mostly honest, but one person, like an introverted side. ESTPs are honest and a very they're honest with everybody. They're very honest people because they want to like build a bond with everybody. They'll say like, "Hey man, yeah, I smoked like 10 pounds of weed, and I could go." They're just so honest. They're so honest, um, and that's how. And that's how they kind of honestly you can get a like that sort of your uh, like honesty can get you out of so many things. Well, honesty helps to build a bond with everyone, so kind of makes you like a likable, relatable person everywhere. So it's not like you're really shooting yourself in the foot. Also, you gotta confess some of your sins, which a lot of ESTPs do unknowingly. But yeah, when you be honest, when like both people are honest, it's a lot easier to build a good bond, and it's part of building a strong bond. Yeah. And respect, reverence is all about respect. Yeah, reverence types, they take respect very seriously. Definitely, they value it a lot. I think the more righteous the person, the less the less like sort of the less pushy they are with their reverence because they don't want to treat others poorly. But people that are like lower morality, they really push hard to get the respect. And I mean that's what reverence is about. It's about like respect, getting respect, and probably the best way to get respect is to be an attractive person with attractiveness or beauty, which is of course is different for a guy and a girl. For a girl, I think I think I mentioned this once before, but I didn't really make it a focal point. I think beautiful women are like I think you're pretty as a girl. You're treated with a lot of respect, and not like pretty. When I say pretty, it's nuanced. If you're pretty and you're 35, it's a lot different if you're pretty and you're like 20, 22. So it's like having your youth as well, having the full spectrum of beauty. I think people really treat you with the most respect when you're at your most beautiful. Unless unless maybe you're like a mother, that's a different kind of beauty. That's like sort of like yeah, I guess that's a different kind of beauty. But for a guy, I think the most respected guys in the world are the most like hyper masculine guys out there. Um, Maybe not at face value, but actually most people at face value. But sometimes you just gotta pay attention. Well, some people just gotta pay attention to the right things. But yeah, definitely, it's sort of like high school. It's like usually whoever's most popular in high school is like usually the most attractive people. And I in high school it's not important, but I was I was just a regular I was just a regular Joe. Actually, a lot. Truth is probably worse than that. But I think it really goes to show, like, you know, really what it means to be respected. Um, and definitely, there's lots we could go on about attractiveness for guys and women, but I just a rule of thumb is like the older you get as a guy, makes sense you get more respect. The older you get as a woman, sort of the less respect you get. But that depends. But it's usually a good rule of thumb. And for achievements, it's basically all about accomplishments. Um, we use President Trump again, great example. You'll hear him say a lot like, I ended 7 wars, 8 wars, dropped lowest unemployment rate lowest unemployment rate since a long while. I think it's at 3-4%, which is like what it was in the 90s. Um, a very glorified time period, not just because I like the 90s. And yeah, like a lot of achievement types out there, like Kylie Jenner, Miss Kylie Jenner, Miss Victoria Beckham. Um, what's his? He sort of, excuse me. He's like the owner of like he like puts together like the zone fights, um, but he's also an ENTJ. So ENTJ is the really big on accomplishments. ISFPs too, accomplishments really. ISFPs is like accomplishing great artworks, creating great artworks, becoming artworks, and yeah, definitely. It's good to accomplish things. It's a very reality based function. Like accomplishing things, like the right things, will definitely make a lot of progress in sort of like at the moment. And that's sort of like the perfection of accomplishments, which is value. Really accomplishing the most valuable things, like I think probably the greatest thing you can accomplish in life is really um, converting someone uh, to your, well, the greatest thing you can accomplish in life, in my opinion, is to convert someone to the truth, um, which is the gospel, um, God, Christ, um, but probably a more general. Um, that's probably the most valuable thing you can accomplish in life, but um, that can take many extensions. Like maybe you're a great football player and people know God because of you. Maybe you're an accomplished pianist and people know God because of you. So definitely accomplishing things of value, like maybe like maybe you're talking to like you're making a business deal, maybe partnering with this company is more valuable than getting a sponsorship from that company. And I think it depends. Like for ISFPs, well, actually, for both ENTJs and well, for ISFPs, it's more so what they value. So if they value um, their artwork, to them it's going to be a valuable accomplishment. For ENTJs, it's more so if other people think it's valuable or they believe it to be valuable, sort of like ISFPs. It's nuanced. It's either or, but they sort of strive to achieve things that other people think are valuable. But there are many great accomplishments besides what I just stated. But I think there's definitely a value ladder in terms of the impact, and yeah, definitely. Sort of like what my mentor said about like Wayfarer types, like ENTJs, ISFPs, ESFPs, INTJs, like sort of like finding your treasure, finding someone to share with. And of course, like there's certain treasures that are more valuable than others. Um, and that's sort of like what ENTJs and ISFPs and other people that value achievements in their soul. I think they're all striving to achieve something very valuable um, to themselves and 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 something also maybe the world thinks is valuable. We have validation or accuracy. This is all about being right. Um, really need validation type, so um, things don't fall apart in this world. Like if a baby stroller fell apart, it'd be hard to really transport your baby around. If your car fell apart all the time, it'd be pretty dangerous on the road. So super important to have good accuracy. And sometimes it's like underlooked due to like how natural it can come, but like sometimes accuracy can be taken, like with ISTPs and ENFJs, they can take into like an extreme value where it's sort of like it's very they're rarely wrong. And to me at the moment, I suppose the perfection of accuracy is results. Like when you're super accurate, super accurate, you always get results. Things just happen. You get results done. Now, is the speed there? Not always. Usually not, because usually you gotta, for great results, ISTP said it's like you gotta take your time. You have to slow down. But they really do produce amazing results. Like a great work of craftsmanship or a great sort of katana that is forged in the fire. So that's something, yeah. And justification is sort of all about forgiveness. And forgiveness as in you forgive others because you give them justification. Or you forgive yourself because you give yourself justification. Um, and at the end of the day, forgiveness produces peace. that's sort of the perfection of forgiveness. Um, for example, there's like an argument, some sort of argument, really justifying um, yourself and the other person can really just bring peace to situation. And sometimes you need peace because um, constant turmoil or war can be maybe detrimental to like a business. Maybe it could be detrimental to um, your peace of mind, like your stress levels in your body. So there's definitely a lot of situations where is peace is the wisest choice, but definitely depends. Definitely depends. Satisfaction is all about happiness, the pursuit of happiness. Um, like it's fair to say ENTPs and ISFJs are the happiest types, are the happiest people out there, and also they're the most miserable because they understand what happiness is. So when they don't have it, they know misery very well. But satisfaction is basically all about happiness, like what makes you happy, and I think most all human beings share some very common things that make them happy. But we have like our nuances and nurture and differences here and there. But yeah, really pursue what makes you happy, and it's a lot of can offer you a lot of motivation in life, and it could sort of be a driving framework in life. Like being happy in life doesn't always mean you're like a starving artist. Some people's happiness is being maybe a very successful business person, extremely wealthy. And if that's someone's happiness, then well, I think that's happiness for everyone. Being a wealthy person and living a life of luxury, like the happiness when you go to your hotel room. Um, I think there's a lot of happiness in wealth and luxury. So I guess it's a side tangent. Just to push back against the point, money doesn't make you happy. It's one aspect of happiness. If you have money and maybe there's no one attracted to you as like in terms of dating, maybe there's some misery there. So really, really happiness in all aspects is definitely important. But I think the world is good enough now where it's like you can, yeah, it's definitely people could be. There's many angles to be happy. Um, yeah, it's definitely up to everyone's own pursuit. But the perfection of happiness is joy. Joy. Definitely when someone's really joy is sort of really the end result of the pursuit of happiness. And joy is a lot harder to find nowadays because people are so people are less connected than before, um, which is very much true. This that statistics say so. More single people out there, more um, less copulation happening. So there's definitely less joy because it's definitely the greatest joy for a guy is probably a beautiful woman. I think that's biblical too. Wisdom of Ben Sirach. And there's no other thing that can make a man happy. I'm paraphrasing it, and also I'm paraphrasing it, and I'm paraphrasing that very much. Than a woman's beauty, and this is why like a lot of ENTPs, like an ISFJs, well, we'll get to that later. They're not the type to not really the type to talk to older women. They always talk to women that are sort of young and in their prime, you rarely. That's a, that's more of like a. I guess we'll get to that next. It's more of like a discovery thing to talk to older women. But yeah, but it really goes to show like joy is a lot of joy is connected to not. I love happiness is connected to beauty and to really surround yourself with beauty, which money can buy, luxury, health. Um, but there's going to be some skill. There's going to be a little bit of skill needed if you're a guy. Like in all seriousness, it's going to be a little bit of skill needed to really complete the full spectrum of joy. But yeah, joy is hard to come by nowadays because like economies, inflation, it's harder. It's harder for people to go on a date. Um, Less motivation too. So I think if anyone's confused on there why there's less joy, it's pretty obvious. A lot more people are beauty standards have changed. Beauty standards have changed. So I think we all know why. We all know why. If anyone's like slightly confused, I think deep down we all know why. And but I think we have a hard time figuring out because I think a lot of us are in a state of like silent misery, just enough where you can't recognize its misery, and well enough that it's not joy. So it's hard to figure out, hard to really understand joy. Maybe we forgot the last time we were joyful. And we have discovery, which is all about exploration. Um, Really like exploring, like watching the same TV show 30 times to figure out all the nuances and tidbits, like different hints and tricks, hints and things that maybe foreshadow the ending. And maybe just picking up on different nuances in the location. Maybe like exploring new places, exploring new foods, exploring new ideas, exploring new thought processes, exploring new methods, exploring new dishes and pans in the kitchens, exploring new cooking methods. Exploration sort of is limited by sort of like maybe what we desire in life. So it's just sort of like maybe nurture, combination of nurture, nature, destiny, and the perfection of exploration is effortlessness. I think sort of with at the end of the day, like sort of our exploration um, really it produces effortlessness. Like when you explore thousands of clothing combinations, eventually you get maybe you, especially maybe if you're an ESFJ or INTP woman, you might you might just get to a point where just the way you dress your outfit is very effortless because you explored every single possible combination out there, and now it's very easy to pick out clothes that fit you well, that are easy to comfortable to wear, easy to put on, and sort of it becomes I guess, like the natural laws of like science or physics where we just happen to stumble upon them and they just work because time goes on because of causation, because we need to measure things. Gravity works because that's just how it is. That's how gravity works because of how mass relates to mass affects gravity, and certain laws just work because that's how they were made to work. And when you explore enough of a certain topic, as soon as maybe like the thoughts you produce, like if you explore a TV show enough, um, eventually the way you speak, you might start to speak like the characters in a TV show. It'll just come effortlessly if you play soccer for like 20 years. Maybe eventually you'll hit free kicks in the right corner, just on command at ease, and you'll just stumble upon um, a lot of great things by just how much exploration one has done. So yeah, it's based, and I guess the older woman comment, yeah, it's more of an exploration thing. Like someone chasing joy would probably stick to talking to a younger woman. So that's like, yeah, it's like a discovery thing. So like, if you have like an INTP side, well, I think a lot of people have INTP side, INTP discovery in their soul, but yeah, I mean, I mean, that's everyone, that's someone's personal choice. But these are sort of some updated definitions for cognitive origins. Reputation, bonds, respect, accomplishments, accuracy, forgiveness, happiness, inspiration, and sort of the perfection of each of these new definitions is we have strength, honesty, attractiveness, value, results, peace, and joy. And this really solidify these. Let's just go over how they sort of play out in life again, and maybe add some new things. So like with strength, really need a lot of strength of evidence to maybe establish reputation. As like strength, if you had a business for 100 years, people are probably going to choose to maybe invest with their bank more. So strength, huge part of reputation. The years can really add up to something great. Can make people trust you more. Honesty, super important for bond. Really pouring everything out is the best way for someone to get to know you. And if it's vice versa, it's a great way to build a bond with someone. It makes people more relatable and trustworthy. And it also, like, sometimes you can bond in a positive aspect, like try to match another person, and that can build a lot of trust. It's like you doing business with someone that's just like you. So honesty like plays a big part in life, in building trust and establishing strong relationships and establishing people that you want to interact with. And attractiveness plays a big part in really sort of really dominates how the world works. Like who gets this job, really who gets that job. Maybe someone's too pretty for a certain job, but like you're a girl, you're too pretty to be like for a certain job. Yeah, I don't know if a girl can box herself out of a job. I have to think about that. But yeah, it's like what a lot of people. I think a lot of people agree upon this, that attractiveness really plays a huge part in how people treat you. But I don't think what people are missing is that attractiveness for a guy is different than attractiveness for a girl. I think what people are also missing that attractiveness is really all about youth and beauty. It's harder to be attractive as you get older, and really to take advantage of sort of the rules, sort of how God let life play out after you got kicked out. And then we have value, which is like pursuing things that are valuable, which is like President Trump ending 6-7 wars, which is great for maintaining peace and really stopping people from losing their lives. Then we have results, which is a lot of like great music, artwork, and films that we see. A lot of time was taken to make sure that they came out the right way, or the way that the director, producer intended. Then we have peace, which is super important for like maintaining your health, being at peace with yourself, maybe peace with others, so there's not too much conflict that like destroys certain things, destroys the world. Um, and joy is something that we really all strive for in life. Some people go through a lot of pain to experience joy. And some people pursue pain in the hopes that there'll be joy at the end. It's sort of basically one of the biggest reasons, people go to work every day. It's sort of like a huge driving factor in like a continuing pursuit of life and being alive. That there's going to be joy at the end of the day. Maybe joy at the end of work when you get off work. Maybe joy when when you get a promotion or a raise at their job. I think joy really basically almost drives like a lot of people's like influences. It's a huge influence in everybody's sort of actions and choices in life. And then we have sort of effortlessness, which is super important in society for like how we. It's really important for the development of the human race, like technology. As technology becomes easier, like with anesthesia, medical technology, like as we explore and develop more, sort of life becomes a lot easier. Life become a lot easier. Gives us more time to explore other things. So if everyone's health involved is intact, gives us more time to explore and pursue the arts, and eventually the arts will become like will spread throughout the culture, and you'll see like a lot of maybe there's a lot of sports, a lot of music and entertainment that start to develop in the culture, which can produce a lot of joy. It's more like a lot of ENTPs and INTPs. They're like it's like one of the friend combinations. I don't know all of them yet too well off the top of my head, but sort of like I think now we can start to see how friendships are built, male friendships and maybe female friendships are different, but sort of male friendships where it's like trading different cognitive origins, maybe peace and results, value and attractiveness, honesty and strength. And yeah, these are definitely some sort of a framework, just another framework to live life by. A lot of people like try to pursue effortlessness so that they have more time to explore other things, or they want things to be effortlessness because they want things to be effortless at the end of the day because it gives them a lot of joy. Sometimes we need peace in the world to fix a bond or relationship. We need results. The world keeps going. Value, so to give us a sense of purpose in life, and to really drive up things that are truly important. Attractiveness, it's a sort of an underlying aspect in life, and like a lot of people, base their life on trying to improve their attractiveness, which is in hand improving their respect. So I think it plays a huge part in life. A lot of people, when they don't know what to do, sometimes they just can go about improving their attractiveness, which is improving their cognitive origin of respect. And people unknowingly keep pursuing this because they get that feel good feeling from improving their cognitive origin. So definitely really improving these aspects can target our cognitive origins, and they can give us like a lot of joy and purpose and satisfaction in life. And yeah, a lot of us unknowingly we pursue these um, as a result, due to the fact maybe you're missing a lot of people are missing some of these in life, or we need to sharpen some of these in life, or maybe sharpening some of these gives us a purpose in life. So all these factors, and you know, excuse me, all these factors play out in our own lives, and other people are also doing the same thing. So how all these like origins interact is sort of how this plays a huge part in sort of human interactions with each other. And yeah, that's some updated cognitive origins. If this was helpful, um, as always, definitely apply it into um, one's own life, and definitely, I think eventually, I'm sure I'll feel the impact, which is great. Um, the world's going to be a better place, so I'll gladly take that. And yeah, that's about it for updated cognitive origin definitions. Um, all extensive to my current knowledge. And yeah, as always, stay safe.